Hello YouTube, and welcome to another review, and this is a little bit different. I'm going to review AIRFIX's 2011 release of the 172 World War II British Infantry. And the main reason I'm going to do this review is just to talk about the void that AIRFIX had regarding the British Infantry. You've probably heard me mention it already in the other videos. This set was actually made that lost the original 1973 mould, which was dated by any means anyway, and you know, you could barely pick these things up, especially when I was a kid then anyway, and you had to sort of rely on probably the cheap Chinese copies of the 8th Army, which were then drawn up as British Infantry. So there was always a gap in the market for the British Infantry, especially at 172. So this is the 172 set that AIRFIX released very late, but obviously Hornby had taken them over and decided to press ahead with a new tooling and mould, and this is the result. So we're going to have a look at this and see what we think. Box art's very good, and you can see from this we've got definitely northern France sort of situation here. So the troops are very well armed, and it's a good bit of box art, this one, so quite happy with that. Usual fare, we've got the actual size figure just on there. And the strange thing is, this guy here, and he looks like, well, he's a corporal. He's got a revolver, but he's also got the front pack, which normally had a gas mask in, but they stopped using that around about 1940 or 1939. So that's an odd one, but not to worry. Yeah, let's have a look on the side here. So we've got quite a few different poses in this one, which is good, and it just gives you the various these British Army troops, yeah, depicted here with an assortment of weapons, including the Bren-like machine gun and projected infantry anti-tank. That's the PIAT. These British Army troops are as they would have appeared across Europe, fighting to liberate France, Holland and Belgium. 48 unpainted figures. Contents may vary from those illustrated, which we already know from my previous videos. 1 flying hour for this. And yeah, usual bunf there. Turn it over, and this gives you a good clear picture of what you're getting. So yeah, it looks pretty good from the back here, and tells you the amounts you'll probably get, but it's looking fairly good. This guy here looks a little bit skinny in the leg, but it looks fairly good. Let's see, so we're getting a few Sten guys, we're getting a radio operator, we're getting the PIAT, Bren gunner, and lots of Lee Enfield. So let's have a look at the sprues. So I'm hoping you're going to see this fairly clearly. What we've got here is one of the British soldiers running with Lee Enfield. And that looks pretty good to me. I've got no problem with that. I mean, it's a little bit flash on there, but considering what's around, I mean, I will say the two best sets around are probably the Revell British Infantry and Caesar's British Infantry. All the others, like Plastic Soldier Company, things like that, there's a lot of people doing nothing, which isn't really good. Lots of equipment. They've put absolutely bundles of equipment on these, unlike the 132 British Infantry, which is dire for equipment, and especially the US infantry box, there's just nothing in the way of equipment. I mean, they'd literally be out of ammunition in a matter of minutes, but these are well stuffed with equipment. Yeah, that's good, and they've got the netting on the helmets, which is quite clear to see. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you know, that's a good stab. That is a good stab. Here we go. This is one of my favourite bits. I've checked out the sprues already. This is probably one of the good poses they've actually got in there, and these are quite good. So I'm quite liking what I'm seeing at the moment. I hope you can see the detail very well. But that is good. Everything is as it should be. You can see anything wrong with that in the equipment. So that is our first sprue, and I'm fairly happy. Let's just put that there. Right, so what have we got here? We've got sapper or engineer, as you would say, so that's not a bad one to have either. And we've got a guy slouched with his bren, which is quite a good pose. So he's just picking his sort of what he's going to do next. We'll have an arrest probably because the bren's heavy. This is the one that I feel is a little bit out of place just with the backpack on. But as he's not particularly doing much, it's not really a massive problem. This bren here might be a little bit oversized. So still so far, yeah, and the legs, probably the legs are a little bit spindly on those top three. They are a little bit spindly, but still the detail is coming through. Let's have a look at the rear of these figures. I mean, yet again with the sapper, they've got different sort of sapper-like equipment on the back. It's slightly different to the infantryman, and he looks really good. The Bren Gunner is, from the back, these figures are really very good. It's just missed his spindle legs. They are a little bit skinny, but yeah, I mean, these are a good stab. If I was a kid, I'd be more than happy with these so far. So, and even, just in general, I think these are a good effort. So yeah, he's just got his cable roll for demolition. Yeah, it's nice. A little bit flashy here and there, not just tiny bits, but nothing major. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Well done, Hornby AIRFIX, because we've waited a long time for this. So we'll put that there. So again, we've got a few more of the Brenners. We've got radio operator. I've got no idea if that radio would be realistic to anything that was current at the time. There's certainly a bit of detail gone in there. There's a few dials and things like that, but whether it's accurate to whatever existed at the time, I'm not too sure. But you can see he's got his helmet tucked under his arm, so nice touch, they don't have to bother with that. Rear radio operator's got sufficient equipment. So looking quite good. Now let's have a look at the PIAT guy. So my only complaint with the PIAT guys would be the PIAT looks very skinny. So it's ridiculously skinny. You can't, that's just a bit too thin really. so it's slightly inaccurate. However, because this guy sits quite a bit on his side, you're actually not going to notice. But good detail on him. He's got his extra PIATs in there, in the correct holding vessels, so it's quite good. I mean, like I say, if I was a kid, I'd be over the moon with these. So, you know, we just didn't have anything like this when it was just ridiculous. Had to buy loads of Chinese rip-offs. You know, you had esky sets, but the British one I could never find, and I used to use their paratroopers a lot. British paratroopers, that's a good set from esky, but yeah, this has been a long time coming. So here we have some Sten guys just walking along. I have to say, as a kid, the kind of poses I wanted were lots of people firing and lots of people advancing, and if I had those, as well as a few snipers, I was over the moon, and this set's got that. The Sten looks a little bit oversized, but I might be being critical. This is a really good pose, I like that. That's really good. Yeah, I like the way he's advancing there. We've got some sort of trenching tool, some sort of shovel or something coming out of the backpack there. I mean, probably I'd say most people would have probably avoided having to do that because it's very difficult. I mean, obviously this is 172, so it's very difficult to get this to work, but they've done it. It does look probably a little bit slightly odd, but you know, well done on trying that. And once again, we've got just loads of equipment on the back, which is great. I mean, I would love these. And that's what we want. I mean, that 132 British infantry that came out in 1980, it's just so disappointing because there's just no equipment. And likewise with the US infantry, I mean, on the cover it's got them rushing out the landing craft, and I mean, they'd have been out of ammo in minutes, you know, so, you know, talk about marketing. But yeah, that's good. I like those. So what do we got here? So, and here we've got obviously a guy with a Lee Enfield. I'll start from the front as I've been doing. And that's not bad either. I mean, the weapon probably looks a little bit chunky, but again, I think I'm being just a little bit critical. He's got a shovel. His shovel on this one is sticking up. And the problem is that would be the mould line, and where the shovel is, it's kind of crossed across the mould line, so it doesn't quite work amazingly well. But you can tell it is a shovel. It's very close to his head, so it's kind of become part of the helmet. But it still works, and I mean, if you could probably just take a little bit out of that with a scalpel. But yeah, they look good. I'm fairly happy with those. And you know, the thing is with the esky sets as well, I mean, they were great. I mean, I had lots of them, but now when I look at it, I mean, the poses were so lame and limp. It's just unbelievable. And AIRFIX do get their movement in there. So we've got another guy with a Sten there taking a few shots, and we've got this guy purposely striding forward with his weapon at the ready. And like I say, pots of equipment on these. Absolutely no real problem with these. I think it's a really good stab. So this set kind of reminds me a bit of the British Paratroopers 132, because we've got a problem with the bayonet, and it's obviously for AIRFIX, it's just been too small to actually do properly. and it's just gone wrong. It's too short, but it's too fat, and to be honest, they're better off just not bothering. A straight rifle would have done. Would all, you know, I wouldn't have majorly been upset if there wasn't a guy with a bayonet in. Nice pose with the Sten again, and it's good we've got guys advancing, which I always feels important in a set. Officer looks really good, so quite impressed with him. I think he looks pretty good. He's got his binos on, and obviously his weapon holster, he's got his Webley, and he's just waving the guys forward. Equipment as well on the back. But I think these are good, I really do. They can see what they want. I've read in some places, oh, you know, they're rubbish and that, but you know, if you want a Caesar set, you're going to pay more than what AIRFIX are offering these. The Revell set is quite good, but there's not many poses in there, and to be honest, there's a lot of them doing nothing. So in terms of what you get, generally I'd say this is about one of the best sets there, so I would actually favour the AIRFIX set. I'd say Caesar's set is probably the best, in my opinion. If anyone thinks there's a better World War II set for British infantry, you know, 172 scale out there, then let me know, and I'll have a look at it. And but I'm quite happy with those, and I had to do this review to get it out of my system, because you know, I've probably banged on about this problem in the other sets, so you know, I'm glad I've done this one. So thanks for watching. I mean, these are about £5 for a box of these, just less than, and you can probably pick them up for cheaper than that. I don't know whether it's true. I've heard rumours, just a few people saying that Hornby AIRFIX might have stopped production of the figures. I don't know if that's true or not, so drop me a line if anyone hears anything. I have struggled to get figures on Amazon. I couldn't get any Australians, which I want to review, Africa Corps and German Infantry, and I went into Hamleys in London, and there's nothing, no soldiers, lots of aircraft, things like that, but no soldiers at all. They've gone. So I'm just wondering if the rumours are true, but I can't find anything online yet, so regarding information on that, so let me know if anyone finds anything out. But that was the AIRFIX 172 World War II British Infantry, and yeah, I'm fairly happy with that set. So you know, let me know your thoughts as usual, and let me know if anyone's got this set, and just what they actually think. But yeah, that's a very, you know, I'm quite impressed with that set. It's a very good stab. They haven't, to my knowledge, made anything like that before, like new tooling and new molds. There was rumours about redoing the World War I sets, but I don't think that came to anything. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that set. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.